Hi guys, it's Legionero. Welcome back to my channel, and I would like to welcome all of my new subscribers. Today we are doing a reversible tote bag. Yes, a reversible tote bag. I've been wanting to make a reversible tote bag for a really long time now, and I'm finally able to do it. So I wanted to share with you guys on how to do it as well. So I will be using a pattern for this tutorial, but I will make sure that all of the measurements are in the description box below for you, just in case you don't have this pattern. I'm using Quick Sew 3597. All right. I was able to locate this pattern online, so it's online, and it was $3.99. I don't know how long that sale is going to last, but you should also be able to find this at Joann's, because I found it in the pattern drawer at Joann's. And the reason I love this pattern is because it has 3 different sizes. It has small, medium, and large. I made a ton of the large. I'll pop some pictures on the screen for you. And I've only made one small. But what I did, instead of making the entire tote, I cut it across the bottom, and I do color block totes. So I'll pop some of the pictures on the screen of some of the totes I've made, and I've actually sold some of these tote bags. People actually love them. But most of these are the large tote bags, but the one that's Minnie Mouse is the smaller size tote bag. And today we'll be doing the medium size tote bag. Alright, so I'll make sure I put all of the measurements. I'll do small, medium, and large just in case you want all 3 of them. I'll make sure I put all of those measurements in the description box below. But you can find this pattern online, and they should be in Joann stores as well. But I love this tote pattern. 3 sizes, easy to work with, easy to make. Alright, so let's get started on our reversible tote. Alright, so you're only going to need 2 pattern pieces. You're going to need your main piece, and again, I'll put the measurements in the description box below for your main piece and your handles. You're going to need 1 pattern piece for your main piece and another pattern piece for your handles. Alright, now I am going to add a pocket to mine. A pocket is optional, but I will be adding a zipper pocket to this fabric. And if you need to know how to do a zipper pocket, I will link my video on how to do a zipper pocket in the description box below. I won't be showing that in this video just to save time, but all you're going to need is your main pattern piece, and you'll cut 2 of one fabric and 2 of your other fabric. So both fabrics will be main fabrics because this is a reversible tote. This is a denim fabric. This is a lightweight denim, and this is a duck canvas fabric, right? And I got both of these fabrics from Fabric World here in Atlanta. Right? So you'll need 2 of one main piece and 2 of the other main piece that you're using, and you will need 2 handles. All right? And again, I will put the information in the description box below for all of your pieces, and the pocket piece is optional. Alright, so before we do any pinning, I'm going to take my denim pieces, and you can do this on any of the pieces that you choose. I'm just going to mark the placement of my handles. So I'm going to measure in 4 inches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just going to make a mark, and this is where I'm going to place my handle. Do the same thing on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just going to make a mark. Alright, that is where I will place my handles when it's time to place the handles on the main pieces. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to take your 2 main pieces. So I'm going to take my 2 denim pieces, and I'm going to place them with right sides facing. And I'm going to be using clips, but since this is denim and a duck canvas, I can use pins, but I have clips handy. And you're going to clip down both sides and the bottom. right? I'm going to do the same thing to my other two main pieces. I'm going to place them with right side spacing. And I am going to clip down both sides and the bottom. Usually when you're making a bag, you leave an opening in the lining, but of course we don't have a lining. We have two main pieces, so you're going to sew up both of the entire pieces. So take this to the sewing machine, both main pieces. You're going to sew down the sides and across the bottom. So let's work with our handles. You're going to do the same thing to both pieces. So to do your handles, you're going to fold them in half with wrong side spacing, and you're going to press. Alright, once you fold it in half and press, you have a crease here. So you're going to take both sides one at a time and fold them towards the crease, right? And then you'll press. So you'll do one side, you'll fold it towards the crease and press, and then you'll do the other side. You'll fold that towards the crease and press. Once you have both sides folded towards the crease, then you take one side and place it and fold it in half, right? So that both sides are meeting. So you fold it in half so that both sides are meeting, and then you press. Once you have this pressed all nice and neat, you're going to take it to the sewing machine and you're going to sew down both sides. Alright, so once you have sewn down both sides and the bottom of both of your pieces, you're going to now do your gussets. I've already done one side. So what you're going to do is just place your hand on the inside of your piece. Alright, and you want to line up your seams. Right, line up your seams. Make sure they're nice and neat. And I'm going to place a pin. Alright, and do that to both sides, and then you'll take it to the sewing machine. And you're just going to sew across at 3/8 of an inch. And you'll do the same thing to your other main piece of fabric. Now, I like to do multiple things at one time. So what I'm going to do, earlier we marked the placement of our handles. Right, and you should still have some marks there. Mine disappeared on one side a little bit, but my other side to the rescue. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my handle and I'm going to place it at the 4-inch mark. Alright, so inside the 4-inch mark. So you count in your 4-inch mark and you place one end of your handle inside the 4-inch mark. Not on the outside of the 4-inch mark, but on the inside of the 4-inch mark. And we're doing this on the right side. And you do the same thing to the other side of the handle on the inside of the 4-inch mark. Right, you do the same thing with the other handle, and then you'll just base both sides together. So I'm just going to flip this over and do the same thing. Make sure your handle doesn't get twisted. Right, and you're going to base both sides in place, and you're also going to sew up your gussets. Alright, be careful not to poke yourself. And you can use either one of your main pieces for your handles, doesn't matter which one you use. You just need your handles basted to one main piece. Right? I'm going to do my gussets on both of my main pieces and then baste my handles to this main piece. Alright, so now that you have both pieces sewn together, go ahead and I'm going to take the one without the straps and I'm going to turn it to the wrong side and leave the one with the straps right side facing. Alright. Now go ahead and place the one with the strap on the inside of the one without the strap so that they will be right sides facing. All right, tuck your straps in. Right, and you're going to pin this together, but you're going to leave an opening at one place in the top. Right, so I like to start pinning at my side seams. I like to match up my side seams. Right, I'm going to continue pinning. Make sure that your straps are nice and neat, that they're not twisted. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave an opening in between one side, in between my two straps. And I'm going to take pins that are different colors, and that will let me know where to start and stop where I'm leaving my opening. So pin all the way around, but leave an opening at the top. Once you have it all pinned, go ahead and sew around, making sure you leave your opening, and sew using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Alright, now that you've sewn around and you left your opening, you can trim the seam allowance down a little bit. I'm not going to trim my opening. I need that seam allowance, but starting past your opening, trim it down to about 1/8 of an inch. Once you have everything trimmed, go ahead and turn your bag to the right side using the opening. Doesn't matter which side, go ahead and tuck one side on the inside. I'm going to tuck in the denim side because my zipper pocket is on the outside. So I'm going to tuck in my denim side to the inside. Make sure that you get it nice and neat. And what you're going to do, if you use the fabric that can be pressed, take this to the ironing board, give it a good press, and also make sure you press in the seam allowance for where you left your opening in the top. Once you have everything nice and neat and pressed and lined up, take it to the sewing machine and you're going to top stitch all the way around, making sure that you close up that opening that you left. Alright, once you top stitched around, making sure to close the opening that you left at the top, you have a reversible tote bag. So this is one side of your tote bag, and then if you flip it over, now you have the other side of your tote bag. You can carry it the other way. Alright. Alright, all I'm going to do now is give this a good press and it'll be ready to go. This is actually a birthday gift for one of my coworkers, so I hope she likes it. Alright guys, so now you have a reversible tote. Here's one side. And I'm going to flip it over. And now you have the other side. Right? And I added a zipper pocket to this side. You can add a zipper pocket to both sides if you want to. When you turn this and have this side on the inside, you have a zipper pocket on the inside. So, I had a great time with this. This is something new for me. I've always wanted to know how to make a reversible bag, and now I do. And I wanted to share it with you guys. So, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video.